Welcome back. Today it is absolutely freezing outside and I need to turn the heat on in my car. So let's talk about pain points today. Let's talk about pain points of our business specifically. And we don't really have anything like unique, but I think it's something that it's not even a lot. Every single business has a pain point. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how long you've been in the game. There is something that is there is something that is holding you back, and there is something that you can improve on, right? So let's talk about ours. And ours is kind of the same for anyone who's in the same startup kind of category as us. And it's the simple fact that we are small and we do not have a ton of distribution. We don't have a ton of chatter happening about our brand. And that distribution is huge, and that is our pain point. So I really want to touch on that. And more specifically, I want to touch on, let's back up for a second actually. So we made the business move to bring on Jesse and Alexa as our first two team members recently, right? So they're on the team, they're doing hunky-dory, they're doing just fine, and they have done so much more than we could have asked. One thing that Laura and I are really good at is learning how to fly on the way down. We figure things out as we go, and we like to make big long-term plans, but I don't do a lot of planning for the minute by minute, day to day kind of stuff. Like, I just get it done and I know where I'm going kind of thing. And that's how I operate. So I learned to fly a lot on my way down, which I'm not gonna lie, causes a lot of issues, and there are problems that we've got to figure out on our feet 90% of the time. But it's okay. So when we brought them on, one thing that I probably did not do well enough is have an actual game plan. So we have no idea what we're doing with this whole team member thing. I don't have a schedule for them. I don't have I don't think that you have. And the little contract we wrote up, it's very clear that I will never ask you to post X amount of pictures or do X amount of product posts or whatever. You know your followers better than I do. I'm bringing you on the team because I believe in you, and it's really that simple. So one thing they've been really good at is they bring ideas to us so at the top level, we work on clothing line ideas together, which, if you're listening to this, spoiler alert, two of the kind of bigger things that we're working on for the next 6 months since we brought them on are going to be snapback hats and yoga pants. So there's that little nugget of information if you listen to this. But that's at the top level. They help us do like the business decisions of figuring out what we want to print, what kind of designs, all that stuff. On the smaller level, with promoting them, both of them are into powerlifting, which is kind of where our general market is right now. And I think it's great because both of them are kind of in their prep, and they're going to help do kind of like a prep series through this powerlifting meet they're going to be doing in March. So we're going to be documenting that once a week. So we've kind of got it figured out now, but I still don't have a solid game plan for them. But they have been so helpful along the way because they are very laid back, and they're giving Laura and I the space to kind of figure this out on our own. But at the same time, they're being extremely helpful, offering solutions, offering things they can help do. And that is the core reason why I brought them on this team, is I just believe in them. So the topic of conversation came up the topic of conversation came up when we were down visiting them, is since bringing them on, we've got a ton more traffic. It's phenomenal from both like a business and a sales standpoint. And I mean, it's been a win-win for us because they are absolutely great people, and they are just awesome people to have in your inner circle. And I don't think there's been a day that's gone by since we officially brought them on that we haven't texted or communicated in one way or another, which I think is huge. So the topic came up of what do we think about bringing on more people, because from the distribution side where we hurt the most, bringing them on has moved us forward. That has been progression for us. And I've said since day one that I want to build this up. I honestly believe in my heart that the only way, not the only way, but the way that I want to build this company is by building up so many people around us, right? So that's what we're trying to do. So I would like to bring somebody else on. I don't really know when. So if you're here trying to figure out when we're bringing someone else on, I don't know yet. Sooner rather than later. That's the only timeline I've got right now. But I kind of want to go over the deciding what goes through my mind, what's going through my mind right now as I'm thinking about possibly bringing somebody else on. Let's do numbers. I like numbers more than letters. Number one, we have to be... Holy cow, this guy's driving on the wrong side of the road. Whoa, that was close. Number one, we have to be on the absolute same page. I need to know exactly what you want out of this. If you only want to be part of our team so you can get free product and you can get your name out and it will help you, that's fine. I just need to know that. And you need to know that we need distribution and here's what we're looking for. Like, we have to be on the same page. I'm not judging you. I have no feelings toward it. It is purely black and white. We just need to make sure we are both on the same page and that we over-communicate everything. I need to know when you are not satisfied with something. I need to know when something's working, when it's not working. Like, over-communication is huge for us. And that's what helped us move quickly with Jesse and Alexa. That's what helped us move quickly with this launch in January. Whoa, January. The number two thing that goes through my head kind of plays in with number one, but I need to make sure that everything's going to work out for us. Between the two of us, I need to make sure that I can deliver on what you want and you can also help move us forward. That's a big, big, big aspect. And I get emails every single day and messages on Instagram every single day of people that say, hey, I want to rep your brand. And people are asking and asking and asking that are not providing anything. So you are asking for something that two people in this world, 2 out of billions of people in this world have, and you have nothing to bring to the table? That doesn't sit well, you know? Like, I appreciate the people who pay attention and who help out. Like, those are the people I'm going to go to over a random stranger who knows nothing about us, right? So we've got to make sure it works out. And at the same time, one of my big things that I believed and I have put into practice since as long as I can remember, and I really didn't have a name for it until I heard Gary Vaynerchuk say it, was the 51-49 principle. Like, I have built my entire 25 years of life off of that. Just giving and giving and giving and not expecting any, not that you're not expecting anything in return, but making sure that you are giving 51% and you are only getting back 49. I always try to make sure that whoever I'm doing a business deal with, or for whatever, or whatever we're doing, I try to make sure that you get the better end of the deal, because I think I'm that good. Like, if we're being honest, I think this company is good enough to the point where we can operate and be extremely successful off 49%. I don't need the majority, I need 49%. Number 3, I don't want to move. I'm not worried about moving too fast, but I don't want to move so fast that I leave Jesse and Alexa in the dust. They are our original, and not only just them. I want to make sure I don't leave anyone in the team in the dust. I need to make sure everyone on my team is solid and buttoned up before I go on the adventure of trying to bring and add another dynamic. Because they have been with us since the very beginning, kind of thing. They have supported us, and they have done so much for this brand, and I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to bring somebody else on board before I even have things 100% figured out with them. So loyalty is a huge thing with us, and anyone, not even just Jesse and Alexa, anyone who has been with us since the very beginning and supported us, like I need that. That means the absolute, like, when I tell people that it means the world to us that you bought a shirt or you're leaving a comment or you're just giving me your 2 cents, like, I honestly mean that. Like I need that. Like, that is how we move forward, and that is that is the entirety of what keeps moving me forward every single day, is knowing that there are people who are being positively affected by this line. And in all honesty, that's why I'm doing this. Like, I just want to change the world, and I made that very clear that we can change this world, and we're going to. It's just a patience thing, but we're going to change this world one positive influence, one positive person, one positive thought at a time. And it's not going to be more complicated than that. It's really that cut and dry. So there's kind of the thoughts that go through my head of when we're trying to bring on somebody else, what I'm looking for, and how I feel about the whole situation. So I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you agree with me, or do you not so much? Do you think we should be switching something up, or what are your general thoughts on bringing and adding more dimensions to either our team or your team? Is there such thing as moving too fast or not?